Monaco is often imagined as a place reserved exclusively for the ultra-wealthy, defined by luxury yachts, high-end cars, and apartments that cost more than entire houses elsewhere in Europe. Because of this image, the idea of living on $2,000 a month sounds unrealistic at first glance. But the real question is not whether you can live like Monaco's elite. The more relevant question is where you can live comfortably, legally, and sustainably while still being connected to Monaco. And the local truth is simple. Most people who say they live in Monaco don't actually live inside Monaco at all. At roughly €1,850, a $2,000 monthly budget sits far below what Monaco requires for basic independent living. It is not enough for rent, not enough for deposits, and not enough to meet residency requirements. Even the smallest studio apartment inside Monaco usually starts at several thousand euros per month, excluding utilities and mandatory guarantees. From a local perspective, this budget cannot support life inside Monaco. So the discussion must shift away from living in Monaco itself and toward living near it in a realistic way. People who work in Monaco understand a fundamental rule. You work in Monaco, but you live outside it. Monaco functions as a financial and professional center rather than a residential city for average earners. Surrounding towns absorb the workforce and provide real housing, real communities, and manageable costs. This is not a workaround or secret strategy. It is the system Monaco relies on. Understanding this distinction is the first step toward making a $2,000 budget work. The areas that locals realistically consider when working in Monaco include Beausoleil, Cap d'Ail, Roquebrune Cap Martin on the French side, and Ventimiglia across the Italian border. These towns are all connected to Monaco by reliable trains and buses, often within 5 to 30 minutes. They are not luxury destinations, but they are functional residential zones where everyday life actually happens. This is where the Monaco workforce lives. Beausoleil sits directly above Monaco, and in some places, you can walk into the principality within minutes. Rental prices here are among the highest outside Monaco, but small studios and older buildings can sometimes fall within reach. On a €1,850 budget, living here is possible but tight. Comfort depends heavily on expectations. Beausoleil is chosen for access and convenience, not for beauty or lifestyle appeal, and locals treat it as a practical base rather than a dream location. Cap d'Ail offers a quieter and more residential atmosphere, with slightly better living conditions than Beausoleil. However, rents are generally higher, and affordable options are limited. For someone on a $2,000 budget, this area can work only if a modest apartment is secured and space expectations are low. Locals value Cap d'Ail for its calm environment, safety, and solid transport links, but they accept that it requires compromise. Roquebrune Cap Martin provides more residential breathing room and, in some cases, slightly lower rents than areas closer to Monaco. The trade-off is distance. Commutes are longer, and daily travel becomes part of life. For locals, this area appeals to those who prioritize space and a calmer residential environment over immediate proximity to Monaco. On a $2,000 budget, this balance can make sense if commuting is not a problem. Ventimiglia is the most budget-friendly option in the region, and where many lower-income workers choose to live. Rental prices are significantly lower, often allowing for more space and comfort. The cost is time and complexity, longer commutes, cross-border travel, and Italian bureaucracy. From a purely financial standpoint, however, Ventimiglia is the only place where a $2,000 monthly budget can feel genuinely comfortable rather than constrained. Once outside Monaco, everyday costs return to normal European levels. Utilities, internet, and mobile services are manageable, and grocery prices in France and Italy are reasonable. The local rule is simple: you shop and eat where you live, not where you work. Monaco's food and daily expenses are designed for high incomes, and treating them as everyday options quickly destroys a modest budget. The Monaco region benefits from excellent public transportation along the coast. Trains and buses connect residential towns efficiently, keeping commuting costs low. Monthly transport expenses remain modest, and many locals rely on walking, trains, or scooters rather than cars. This reliable mobility system is one of the key reasons living outside Monaco works so well. Monaco residency is not accessible on a $2,000 monthly income. It requires proof of wealth and substantial financial guarantees. However, living nearby provides access to French or Italian healthcare systems, which are affordable and functional with proper insurance. The local advice is clear: do not pursue Monaco residency without sufficient income. It is unnecessary and unrealistic for this budget level. Tax advantages associated with Monaco apply only to residents. Commuters living in France or Italy follow local tax systems and regulations. This is normal and expected. In exchange, they gain access to affordable housing, predictable expenses, and financial stability. From a local perspective, this trade-off is sensible and sustainable. When viewed through the lens of Ventimiglia or modest French towns, a $2,000 budget can be balanced realistically. Rent, utilities, food, transport, and insurance can be covered with room left for savings or emergencies. This margin is not luxury, but it provides peace of mind. In France, the buffer is smaller, but still achievable with discipline. This setup works best for individuals who value access over prestige. Service workers, hospitality staff, remote workers, and minimalists adapt well. It does not suit families, luxury-focused lifestyles, or those seeking privacy and large living spaces inside Monaco. Locals understand that this is a practical arrangement, not a glamorous one. Living inside Monaco on $2,000 a month is not possible. Living comfortably near Monaco, with daily access to it, is. The difference lies in understanding the system rather than fighting it. Monaco is not designed for affordable living, but its surrounding regions are built to support the people who keep it running. Monaco is not about affordability. It is about positioning. With a $2,000 monthly budget, the smartest choice is not to force entry, but to stay close enough to benefit. Those who understand this distinction find stability. Those who ignore it face frustration.